Yeah, this video is called Fuck You Hardcore Boxing Fans. Quotation marks on them. Over the hardcore boxing fans. So, Golovkin destroying, not all, I'm not saying all uploaders, but the usual suspects. I don't like mentioning their names because I think they're clowns, but let's just call them the usual suspects for now. So let me get this straight. On the night that Golovkin destroyed David Lemieux, the guy who set the blueprint to beat Lemieux, Gennady Golovkin, when he did it, he was fighting a bum, right? A bum. I was there that night. That was one of the greatest. I've been to a few boxing fights in my lifetime, and that was probably the best performance I've ever seen out of one fighter. What Golovkin did to Lemieux, basically with one hand, standing right in front of him, barely getting hit, right? You can probably count how many times Lemieux landed in those 8 rounds. Not even 8 rounds, because he finished Lemieux before the round ended, right? Lemieux was finished. And that was from these clowns, the usual suspects. That wasn't a really good performance. He was fighting a bum. David Lemieux was a bum at that time. But now, a guy they criticized for many years, now that Golovkin's resume is turning out to be a pretty goddamn good one, even for these fake hardcore boxing fans that say he didn't really fight nobody. They know he fought people. They know he beat Jacob's ass. They know he beat Canelo as well. They can fake all they want, but they know what really happened. Now that Billy Joe Saunders beats David Lemieux, they're starting to respect Billy Ho, right? That's what they used to call him. I never called him that. A guy who obviously had no problem saying he's ducking Golovkin, right? In so many words. Now, Billy Joe Saunders looked like the second coming of Muhammad Ali or Floyd Mayweather, right? But Golovkin, who destroyed David Lemieux the way Manny Pacquiao destroyed many guys, David Diaz, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto-esque, and Triple G destroyed Lemieux in that fashion. Basically, he was fighting a bum, a cherry pick, a hype job. Well, that's what they were trying to say about Golovkin. You guys are full of shit. You're not boxing fans. I don't respect that narrative. I don't respect people who ignore the obvious because you hate a certain fighter. You hate an individual. And we're talking about boxing. So you hate Golovkin for whatever your reason is. Golovkin destroyed Lemieux with basically one hand. Yes, he landed some good body shots with that right, but it was mostly his left jab that exposed David Lemieux with very little movement, as in compared to Billy Joe Saunders, who used all types of movement and even ran some, and that's why I gave some of those rounds to David Lemieux. I don't respect running. I just don't. When you run, you're giving away the round. Beat as it may, I thought that Billy Joe Saunders clearly beat Lemieux and did it easily. But let's not compare this fight to the two fighters' performances against David Lemieux. And if you are going to compare, there's no match. No match at all. Golovkin destroyed, set the blueprint to beat David Lemieux. Billy Joe Saunders basically followed that blueprint to go 12 rounds to outpoint David Lemieux. That's my video.